living up in the neighborhood for about 3.5 years, and we love the neighborhood.
I think it's a great family-oriented neighborhood with lots of young families for this kid and lots of kids for him to play with.
The parks and the open lands that we have.
It has the shopping, it has great schools.
We live in Ledbury and it's got lots of young Jewish families in it.
But a community is where people care about each other, and if something happens to one of them, they help each other.
Community experiences its life together.
Every community starts with family.
I started coming to the Family Shul when it was located in the rabbi's basement, and at that time we were pushing hard to get 10 people for a minyan.
4 children later, they've certainly grown their own individual community.
There's a growing community of young families like ourselves.
Lots of children, lots of young families who are looking to come together and do some good things.
We're part of the whole Gun Shalom Chabad family.
Most of our friends, in the neighborhood we've made through Gun Shalom.
We've met really wonderful people in the community, 1 street over, 2 streets over, people that we didn't know before we started going to the Family Shul. And it's wonderful to see them every Shabbat.
They're so welcoming of everybody, and even though I may not have known every single thing about Judaism, I think the rabbi and his wife make such an effort to help you along.
We're relatively new members of the Shul, and we really found such a warm, inviting atmosphere at the Shul. It's very laid back, very casual. Kids get to run around.
I would have never have seen myself ever joining just because of my own background.
Growing up in a Reform congregation and just going to shul twice a year, I didn't have much of a sense of what a shul could be. From the moment, really, the first hour I was there, I had never felt that before. We think of them as family.
It seems like every generation it gets 1 degree less. If your grandparents were doing this, your parents did that, and you do this, it's nice to try to stem the tide of every generation doing less and maybe start having people do somewhat more.
We want our kids to have a sense of their religion and culture and just feel like they belong.
From a young age, you want to expose them to Judaism and to shul.
As a mother, it's important for me to learn as well as my kids.
As they get older, hopefully they'll do it for their own children when they're old enough, and and onwards and upwards.
Understanding where we come from, what the Jewish people have been through.
As a grandchild of Holocaust survivors, it's very important that we maintain our Jewish roots.
Learning about all of the Jewish holidays is so important.
Spending time together, doing Shabbat together.
Our Jewish future is entirely dependent upon every child growing up in an environment, feeling Jewish and therefore wanting to continue being and acting and living Jewish.
Starting from nursery with Gun Shalom, education is the basis for strengthening identity.
Rachel is going to be 7 and she is in her 2nd year of the Hebrew school there. Go Aleph Chan.
Programs for everybody, from little kids who are within the Hebrew school program, going to the matzah factory, all the way to Hanukkah Nice, which is a full family program.
One of my favorites at the shul is Purim.
It's a fun environment.
But beyond just programs, I think you want to go somewhere where you can relate with the congregation, and that's what the shul has.
It's more personal. It's much more personal. You get a handshake from the rabbi when you walk in, you get the aliyahs, you get to open the ark.
Our rabbi got something to say that's intriguing, inspiring, always something new to learn, always something relevant.
Both my daughters, Kate and Lily, have just been very happy in all of their programs, and I think that's really important.
Everyone is welcome and everyone can learn, and it makes it a very good, close-knit Jewish community when everyone is included.
And the rabbi and his wife are doing it. They are family by family, spreading Yiddishkeit and a sense of Judaism, and it's lovely to watch and lovely to be a part of.
The Jewish community has to survive, and having a place where they can go is central to that.
With the certainty of a roof over our shoulders, the Family Shul will only grow to great heights in the future.
I'm looking forward to a building that we can call home.
Keep Jewish tradition alive.
If you have a foundation, a place to do it, it can only grow stronger.
I think by having that community center, it gives us a focal point.
For generations to come,
have our
and
own
hopefully
children's room and a kiddish room.
Commitment to staying in our neighborhood.
They know exactly where they're going to be on Shabbat.
That we're planting a seed within the neighborhood.
It'll be much more permanent, so they can have things going on all the time.
We're really excited about this synagogue that's going to be here.
Much higher chance of success when there's a
building that they can have everybody's symposium and all of
We'll be opening up our preschool here, our Hebrew school, our shul. We're going to have many programs, holiday programs.
Everyone will find their place in our beautiful community center right here at 157 Falker in the
Something
heart.
that the community can call their own.
Strengthen their presence and our presence.
Further cultivate and really develop into our own.
Feeling that they're a member of something.
Within a community, it's important to put roots in that community.